Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your Divine Masculine Earth sign reading. So this is going to be for you Divine Feminines out there that have a Divine Masculine that fall under the signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. But you yourself, Divine Feminine, can watch this from your own perspective if you're an Earth sign. Just obviously take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using here today will be listed down below, as well as these beautiful organites here created by Michelle from Wing & Bell. So this is going to be a short and sweet reading this week, and what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and put an extended bonus version down there that's just optional if you guys want to participate in that. So right here we're going to go into what does your Divine Masculine want to confess to you from his mind, heart, body, and soul, as well as what is the Divine Masculine's biggest regret at this time when it comes to what may have gone down between you and him. And in the bonus version, I'll go ahead at the end and tell you what we're going to go into if you guys are interested. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look and see what do we need to know about Divine Masculines or even Divine Feminine Earth signs this week. So what does this masculine want to confess to you, Divine Feminine, from his mind? What is his mind confession for you this week? Let's look at this energy. All right, so this is my Divine Masculine Haunted deck. Let's see what the mind energy is from this masculine to the feminine this week. We have sorry. It's a beautiful song by Halsey. I run away when things are good. So this could be past tense, okay? Or this could be something that the masculine is currently doing right now, feminine. Running away when things seem good. Sabotaging things. This could be due to a variety of reasons. Maybe this masculine does not know how to be happy. Maybe this masculine is somebody who has just always sabotaged good things when they have come into his life because maybe he doesn't feel like he deserves to be happy. All right, so let's go ahead and get another perspective here using my Divine Masculine Tarot. What else does this masculine want his feminine to know? What is the confession from the mind? We have the Six of Pentacles. You complement my life. So this is kind of sad, you guys, because you do complement this masculine's life. He does feel like there's this equal exchange. There's this reciprocity between the two of you. When you guys exchange energies, you complement him. But he feels perhaps that maybe he doesn't compliment you. Maybe he doesn't feel like he is good enough. And also it's like if he has ran away from you or stopped communicating with you, feminine, this has nothing to do with you. This has everything to do with his hang-ups and his issues. So I feel like that is what he is wanting to convey to you this week from his mind. All right, let's go ahead and go into my Divine Masculine Revelations deck. What else does he want to reveal? Ooh, we have constant. My mind and heart always come back to you. So this masculine wants you to know, feminine, that you are constantly on his mind and in his heart no matter what's going on here. Even if he exchanges energy in the material world with either other people or is hanging out with other people, it doesn't matter. His mind and his heart always come back to this connection because there's something very beautiful about you that complements his life, that adds something to his life. And maybe he is saying here, I am sorry that I've ran away from this. I'm sorry that I don't know how to, either value this right now or how to keep this going. I am sorry is what I'm seeing here from this masculine's confession to you this week, feminine. All right, this is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Let's see what else we need to know here. Okay, so we do have the World energy. The World is connected to Saturn, and Saturn is all about burdens, karma, and lessons. It's also connected to the sign of Capricorn. So there could be some things that are happening right now in the masculine's material world. Maybe it's money, maybe it's his job, his finances. It could also be karmic relationships or karmic lessons that are still open. So what he's telling you, feminine, is that right now it looks like he's trying to complete this cycle. And I also feel like he's telling you that your time together in this life is not quite over. But maybe he has to complete something first before he can pick this connection back up with you. So obviously just take that as it resonates. So why don't we see what his heart wants to confess to you this week, feminine? Get you the Moon. You showed me love when I wasn't feeling it. So this is really beautiful. So to me, the moon is connected to the feminine. So she has brought this perspective into his life. She has brought this beauty into the life. You brought him the moon, feminine, something very magical, something very mysterious, something very just spiritual and just different and unique. You brought him and showed him love when he wasn't feeling it. So at a time where maybe he didn't believe in love, maybe he didn't believe that he could ever love again, you brought this to him. You brought him the moon. So he's wanting you to know from his heart space that you showed him something when he wasn't feeling it. As in, you brought me back to life. You brought me something very unique and special here. All right, what else does he want you to know? What is his heart trying to confess to you this week? We have Five of Swords. I don't want to fight. The Five of Swords is definitely a position that sometimes people take where they pull out. They pull out of a situation because they feel like it's not going to, they're not going to win, or they know it's kind of like a losing battle. So in a way, we can see here this masculine figure is putting the feminine's hands up and kind of like, I don't want to fight here. So I may just pull back communication. I may pull back my dealings with you right now because I don't want to create any more chaos in your life. I know that things are tough. I know that things are hard. So I don't want to create any more drama for you. So I'm going to pull out of this fight. I'm going to pull out of our connection for now. So I just feel like maybe this is something here that this masculine is trying to confess this week to the feminine, that, you know, I'm doing something actually more for you than maybe you even realize. All right, what else? Okay, we have Foolish. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. So feminines, if you guys have a masculine right now that may have needed some time or some space to figure something else out, it may be that he is discovering that, you know, what he thought he was looking for didn't actually turn out to be what he wanted in the end. And sometimes people do have to go through things and figure things out on their own. They can't be told. They actually have to move towards these things. So there could be a karmic partner here in this situation with the world's energy. This masculine could have perhaps left the feminine behind because maybe he felt like they were not a match with wherever he was at in his healing at the time. And he didn't want to fight about it anymore. He couldn't really explain himself, but he went off into another direction just to kind of discover that it actually still wasn't what he was looking for. It's kind of like the song from YouTube, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Yeah. All right, what else? The Eight of Pentacles. The masculine is telling you, feminine, from his heart space that it's still a work in progress. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his heart and the things that he needs to heal within, okay? Maybe he has an issue with trying to, like, feeling something. Maybe it feels scary for him to really deeply feel something. And maybe you really bring this out in him, feminine, to really get into his emotions, that moon's energy, really dive deep in. But, you know, the moon is also about shadows as well. It can be very scary at the same time. So he knows that he has a lot of work to do. And I feel like he's telling you from his heart space, feminine, that he does want to do this work, but maybe he feels like it's something that he needs to do without you right now. So let's see what's going on here. What is his body telling you here? What does his body want to confess to you this week, feminine? Lost. I can't muster up the courage. Very interesting. So right now in the physical world, maybe this masculine is feeling lost in his shadows. Maybe he is feeling too low vibe to where he cannot face you this week, feminine. So I don't want to fight with you. So I'm just going to kind of, you know, maybe hide or not face you this week. So there's definitely something going on there. Feeling somewhat lost and confused. So I feel like he's lost on the dark side of the moon. Some Pink Floyd energy coming through there. Ooh, yeah. So the Saturn, remember, this is also Saturn's energy, Capricorn, devil, battling my demons. So this feminine needs to know this week that this masculine is feeling lost in his shadow side, is really battling his demons this week, is really maybe even trying to become physically strong or to handle some sort of a financial situation or burden this week, okay? So this, again, I don't feel like this is about her. This is definitely about him and the things that he has going on in his material life, his physical world. So that's probably why he's pulled away and just is not wanting to create any drama for her. Yeah, so he's reminding you, feminine, that his behavior is not about you. Please don't take what is happening right now personally, because it's not you, it's me. So, of course, we have this weapon here, and this could just be the way that he is choosing to defend himself, or kind of being on the defense this week. Is his behavior might seem very cold, detached, maybe even somewhat cruel. And you just need to know, feminine, not that that's okay, but that his behavior is about him and his demons. It's not about you. So really try not to absorb this energy and take it personally this week. With the Ace of Wands, I feel like when he is ready, he will make a reappearance. He will message you. So if he has asked for time, Divine Feminine, he needs some time and space to kind of correct something. Give him that time and space. Allow him to muster up the courage to face you. I feel like if the more that you continue to try to come into his world, or try to be there for him, or try to kind of remind him that you're there constantly, I feel like we'll actually have an adverse reaction. So I just feel like you need to kind of let this masculine to his own devices, and for him to conjure up the strength and courage to face you. I feel like this will be a good exercise for him. That's what I'm seeing here, because what could be happening is that maybe you're expending a lot of time and energy into trying to make sure this masculine's okay, reminding him that you're there, reminding him, that you love him and all these other things. And I just feel that because he's battling his shadows and his demons, it's going to have an adverse reaction, and it's only going to create more wounds and confusions for you, Divine Feminine. So I feel like your best bet is to just allow this masculine to get through the darkness alone. What does his soul want to tell you this week? Witchy woman held me spellbound in the night. So on a soul level, you guys, this masculine is still very bound to you. So if you're afraid that he is going to forget all about you, really try not to lean into that fear, okay? It's just a fear. It's not a fact. Yep, Six of Swords, let's kiss and make up. I feel like you are going to draw this masculine back in with your energy that's just very calm and patient, and allowing him to come to you, feminine. That's what I'm getting here. So your advice this week is to allow the masculine to get through his own dark phase. You do not need to be the guide for him all the time, okay? I just feel like at this point, it's having the opposite reaction here. And we have this mesmerized energy. So this mesmerized energy is saying here, your intensity frightens me, but allures me all at the same time. There is something about alluring your masculine with your very mysterious nature, feminine. So this is just another confirmation for you to pull back your energy and maybe not contact him as much, or to focus on him so much. I feel like this will definitely draw him back into your world. So it's not a game. It's just about energy here. Your energy, if you have been pushing or trying to be his everything, or trying to remind him that you're constantly there for him, I feel like you need to shift gears here. That's what I'm seeing here. That will be more victorious for you, is for you to just really focus on your own stuff, to really just focus on what you can control. And we obviously can't control other people. So this masculine is going to recognize on his own. This masculine is going to successfully get to the bottom of what is holding him back, or what is causing this behavior in him. So I just feel like you've got to have more faith and trust, and allow your masculine to come to these conclusions. So that seems to be the energy this week here. So why don't we see what is the biggest regret that this masculine has? All right, this is my Depths of the Sea Oracle. What is the biggest regret that this masculine has right now? Okay, so he is definitely being triggered here this week. He's got a lot of issues and he has a lot of fears. Again, this really isn't about the feminine. So the feminine does need to know this. So the biggest regret, though, is that this masculine has these issues and he has these fears and he knows it. But as long as they keep being kind of like, when are you going to be over this? I'm just putting some scenarios out there. This may not be true for everybody. When will you know? When do you think this will be clear? When do you think that you'll want to see me again? When do you want to talk again? These types of things will only exasperate the situation. That's why I feel like the feminine definitely has to pull back this, at least this week or just right now. I feel like this will be much better for you, feminine. All right, let's get into my Cosmic Contracts Oracle and see what else. If you're being ghosted right now, feminine, if this masculine is ghosting you, if this masculine right now can't face you, this is because of his own crap. The best thing that you can do is to just, again, let him muster up the strength to face you. Because these two cards definitely are mirroring each other here. Definitely mirroring each other here. I can't muster up the courage. I have a big fear of facing you. Look at the hand. Look at the hand. So I feel like right now, this is kind of like both hands are up. It's like, ooh, really, really on the defense. One hand is up here. So as you continue to let this energy just kind of die down and we don't continue to add to this, I feel like the defenses will come down. The issues will subside, the fears will subside, and I feel like this masculine will eventually muster up the courage to face you once again, but you've got to kind of pull back, feminine. That's what I'm seeing here. So the masculine's biggest regret right now is that he has allowed his issues and his fears to literally control basically your entire connection. His issues and fears have gotten so badly in the way that he is looking at himself and thinking, I just don't want to fight. I just can't handle this right now. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want to fight, I'm just going to pull out. That to me is his coping mechanism. So until he works on these issues as to why he feels the way that he does, it's going to continue to be this like endless cycle that just keeps continuing over and over and over again. So if you guys have been doing the same thing over and over again for a long time with this masculine, this is telling you here something's got to change, okay? So this right here is my divine feminine ghosted. This says here, lie. If you don't love me no more, then lie. What I'm getting here is that this masculine does not want to lie to you, feminine. He really doesn't. And it doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. It just means that he doesn't want to have to tell you things just to appease you, just to, make you feel better. I feel like this is definitely a burden, not only on him, but it's also a burden on you. He doesn't want to have to lie to you anymore. So he may avoid you or ghost you because he can't conjure up the strength and courage to basically tell you the truth or to just continue to constantly deal with these triggers and these issues and fears that seem to come up when he is either dealing with you or talking to you. So it's not you, feminine, but it could be that dealing with you is bringing up a lot of these things for him. And if he's not willing to face these shadows and face these things, then you're just going to continue to be in the same spot with him over and over and over again, and nothing's going to change. So I feel like his biggest regret right now is that maybe he lied to you. Maybe he's got all these issues, and his coping mechanism is to just pull away and ghost and not talk because he can't handle it. So he knows he's messed up. This is my Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. Yeah, and he knows that he's actually caused you a lot of heartache. This is the Siren of Sorrow, Queen of Cups head case. He knows that he has caused you to probably feel like you're freaking crazy or nuts. And I'm also getting, feminine, is that he may have actually called you crazy, psycho, stalker, all kinds of things. That is because that is a projection of his own stuff. So now you feel crazy. You feel like a head case. A lot of gaslighting may have occurred as well. He actually feels really bad about this and does not want to continue to do this to you. So if he has pulled back, there is a big reason. So we need to kind of accept the separation if that's what's going on. We need to accept that this masculine has a lot of crap that he needs to get through. And it probably won't be while you guys are dealing with each other. It will be during a separation period. So just continue to have faith and also just really focus on just your own self-care and your own needs right now, because this will be very helpful for not only you, feminine, but I feel for the masculine in the long run as well. So this one was a little shadowy this week, okay? So what we're going to do on the extended is we're going to focus a little bit more on the light. I want to see what are their late night thoughts about you. Some of these can just be fears, nightmares, but they can also be, their fantasies on what they want. Maybe even some like naughty energy as well. What they fantasize, what they really want with you, feminine. And then we're also going to take a look and see what actions do they want to take towards you in the future. So if you guys are interested in that additional information, it's just a bonus this week. Then go ahead and take a look at that extended link that I will put down below. It's a great way to support my work as well. So whatever you guys want to do, absolutely whatever you're called to do, do it. So anyways, thank you again for choosing to watch this reading. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys for the air signs next. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.